Okay, so here's my go-karts in the day. We got the WMX one, which I do have the lid for. Got rid of the other one. It was pretty badly broken. I don't know what's with the serial numbers. I don't know if there's a way to tell where these came from. I don't know if that's like Pennsylvania and that's like St. Petersburg or something like that. But here's a go-kart. They have plastic catch bars, which tend to hold up really well, actually. This one's got some sort of really weird homemade lock that comes up through the pocket and I'll hold the lid shut. Here's all your information. These are made by Namco in Vancouver, Washington, which is why they're only found Washington and Oregon and no place else, as far as I'm aware. Only fail point to these carts is the lid always breaks right there. Another thing that is kind of a pain is the way the lid opens. It's kind of like a kirk, so they tend to get in the way of normal tippers. You can see why they break. They always stretch right there like that. See, there's another crack in there, kind of. Yeah. Focus. Yeah. So I put stress like that. I think I have some solution to fix it. These are the only markings. I can't find patent numbers or anything, but there's always like a lid mold number on the inside of the lid. And sometimes underneath the handles, apparently not all the time, there's a letter, like a B or something. This one doesn't have it either. I know one of them does. On my brown one. Yeah, see, my brown one has a letter A on the top of the handle, as well as a number or a letter B underneath it. So body mold A, lid mold B. I put my own arm wheels on it. These do take 12 inches. That's the inside. I'm just going to use this one for recycle, but decided not to. This is pretty nice, though. That one only has very minor cracks. Yeah, another thing is the bottom tends to wear out on these a lot, but what cart doesn't, right? So, there's that. The 90s don't really wear out. This one's about to. It's been through a lot. She got this one off the freeway. You can see it. It was laying in the gravel, but it's got some pretty serious road rash on it. Looks like there it might have got hit by a car or something, maybe. Just goes to prove to you these are pretty tough little carts. The wheels, they don't really space too well. They rub a lot. It's okay. I'm thinking about making some sort of custom spacers. Another thing I find with these is the caps. I always have to cut the axles. I haven't had a cap just pop off the axle like it should yet. All of them I've had to cut the axles off to put my own wheels on. This one I put its original wheels on, but yeah, I put little homemade spacers in there out of Cascade spacers. And I left the original wheels on. These are the narrow kind. They're kind of rare to find. The others are obviously quite fatter. And this one's also kind of rare because it actually says Go-Kart on the wheel. Pretty interesting brand name, if you ask me. I really like it. Whenever I'm talking to my friends in my truck, they're always like, Go-Kart? What? Like, no, not the kind you drive. The kind to put your trash in. So I can't find any information on them. No patent numbers or anything, really. Yeah, Waste Management, I guess, wanted duals. So these are two separate wheels, not just broken. You can see inside they're two separate. That one says Go-Kart on it, as does this one. So, you know, I've really fallen in love with these carts. They do have one other weak point, which is pretty much like any square cart. Why, I have yard waste in that one. But like any square cart, usually right there by the wheel. There's always a crack right there, but it never, ever have I ever seen one of these with a crack any longer than a little bit up to about there. They never really do any more than that. Yeah. Next on my list, I need to get a solid gray one. Yeah, I got one at the transfer station one time, but back then I didn't really care too terribly much about them. Yeah, this particular go-kart, this fucking thing, the lid sticks out way further for some reason, and there's something to do with the wheels, because no matter what, it will not stand up with the lid open. Will not. This one, I pop the lid open. It doesn't stick out quite as far, but it stands up just fine. See, I can tilt it, and it'll fall right back. This one, open the lid, it falls right over. I don't get it. I mean, you can see even if I take the yard waste down. Damn it. Even with the yard waste out of it, it still wants to fall over. So, whatever. I still like this one, though. So I want to get another gray one. I probably will. I know one's sitting in a yard in Eugene. I haven't seen it move, so I'll go ask for it. But, I know there's a lot of you guys out there that really like to research interesting things. So, in your searches, if you get really bored, try and find something on Go-Kart from Narmco Manufacturing. Now, Narmco is actually still in business. They're just under a new name. They're called Smack Plastics, which is interesting. But I'm going to put this guy out for recycle this week. See how it goes. But yeah, I've really fallen in love with these. I mean, they're really unique. They're really cool. I would just really love these things. So, they're obviously native only to Oregon and Washington. I've never heard of nor seen any of these anywhere besides Oregon and Washington. So, pretty cool. But anyways, I figured I'd share you guys around some go-karts that I found at the transfer stations. So, thanks for watching.